Have you ever wondered how some people end the year with thousands of dollars in savings, even though they never got a huge raise, never won the lottery, and never seemed to sacrifice their lifestyle? The answer might be much simpler than you think. It's called the $50 rule. It doesn't sound exciting. It won't make headlines. But over the course of a year, this tiny habit can completely change the way you think about money. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll understand why this simple rule quietly builds wealth while most people never even notice it's happening. Imagine it's Friday afternoon. You finish work, you're feeling good, and you decide to treat yourself. Maybe it's dinner out, maybe a new shirt, maybe another online order that looked too good to ignore. $50 disappears in just a few minutes. Now ask yourself one question. Will you even remember that purchase 6 months from now? Probably not. But what if every time you were about to spend $50 on something you didn't truly need, you paused for just 60 seconds? Not to say no. Just to ask one simple question. Will my future self thank me for this purchase? That single pause changes everything, because the biggest threat to your finances isn't one expensive mistake. It's hundreds of tiny decisions that seem harmless in the moment. One streaming subscription you barely use, another food delivery because you're too tired to cook, another gadget that sits in a drawer after 1 week, another impulse purchase because it was on sale. Individually, none of these purchases seem like a big deal. Together, they quietly steal thousands of dollars every year. The $50 rule interrupts that cycle. Here's how it works. Anytime you're about to spend $50 or more on a non-essential item, you wait 24 hours before buying it. That's it. No complicated budget, no spreadsheets, no financial degree required, just 1 day. That waiting period gives your emotions time to cool down. Because most impulse purchases are emotional, not logical. Retailers know this. That's why they use countdown timers, flash sales, limited stock messages, and one-click checkout. They're not selling products. They're selling urgency. The moment you slow down, their biggest advantage disappears. And something surprising happens. Many purchases lose their appeal. What felt absolutely necessary yesterday suddenly feels completely unnecessary today. Imagine doing this just twice every month. Maybe one pair of shoes you didn't really need, maybe a kitchen gadget you forgot about the next morning, maybe another online order that was sitting in your cart. If you skip only 2 unnecessary $50 purchases each month, you've saved $100. That's $1,200 in a year. And that's before investing a single dollar. Now imagine you move that money into a savings account the same day you decide not to spend it. Suddenly, saving isn't something you do if there's money left over. Saving becomes the reward for making smarter decisions. This is where most people get it wrong. They believe saving is about earning more. But many high-income earners still live paycheck to paycheck. Why? Because every raise creates bigger spending instead of bigger savings. Lifestyle inflation quietly steals financial freedom. The person making $100,000 a year isn't automatically wealthier than the person making $60,000. The wealthier person is often the one who keeps more of what they earn. Money kept is more powerful than money spent. Here's another twist to the $50 rule. Instead of asking, "Can I afford this?" ask, "What is this $50 worth in 1 year?" If you invest that money instead of spending it, you're not just saving today's $50, you're giving that money the chance to grow. Repeat that habit again and again, and your future starts looking very different. Small choices become big outcomes. This is how real wealth is built. Not with dramatic moments, not with overnight success, but with quiet consistency. There's another psychological benefit people rarely talk about. Every time you choose not to make an impulse purchase, you're strengthening your self-control. And self-control works like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. Eventually, making smart financial decisions feels natural. You're no longer fighting temptation every day. You've changed your identity. You're becoming someone who values freedom over instant gratification. Think about the people who seem financially calm. They don't panic when unexpected expenses appear. They don't stress over every bill. It's not because they never spend money. It's because they've built habits that protect them long before problems arrive. The $50 rule is one of those habits. Simple, quiet, almost invisible. but incredibly powerful. So here's a challenge for you. For the next 30 days, every time you're about to spend $50 or more on something that isn't essential, wait 24 hours. If you still want it tomorrow, buy it without guilt. But if the urge disappears, move that $50 into your savings instead. At the end of the month, look at how much you've kept. You might be shocked, because financial success rarely comes from one giant decision. It comes from hundreds of small decisions that nobody else sees. And 1 year from today, you'll either wonder where all your money went, or you'll smile as you look at a savings account that quietly grew because of one simple rule. The choice starts with your very next $50 decision. If you found this video helpful, give it a like, subscribe for more practical money strategies, and share this with someone who wants to build wealth without making life complicated. Remember, wealth isn't always loud. Sometimes it grows quietly, $50 at a time.